If that blood work is at all accurate, that probably means we should escalate
a plan of treatment.
Right.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good morning.
As she stares and ponders life
With pink cheeks.
from the stool. She does not make a stool in the kitchen.
Is this your poetry?
I was feeling a little poetic yesterday.
Were you?
Well, I wrote this Instagram post.
Oh yeah.
It was like, I just started writing it and I was like,
very creative.
I closed my eyes. I was typing out my routine basically of when I do PFTs. But anyway.
Yeah. It was rather poetic. So, sometimes Mary gets this like Instagram inspiration. She just.
It all started with.
Oh yeah, what was it? Something about sunshine.
As the sunshine warms my face, it also warms my soul.
And we laughed after she typed that.
And then he was like, "Ha ha, you're kidding," and I was like, "Nope, I'm writing it."
Guys, look what I just got out of the basement. First of all, we got out this table that we've had in the basement. It used to be up in the guest bedroom for a little bit, and it's like a marble top with just wooden legs. And,
Ooh, I just love it.
And so Mary's wanted to put it in here. I've been skeptical, but once we put it there, I feel like it's perfect.
It's not, we're not keeping a sewing machine in the kitchen.
Yes, that's the other thing we brought up from the basement.
Although this does actually work really well here.
Yeah.
I would like to sew the curtains in that bedroom.
Yeah.
They're too long and it's doesn't have a headboard. So when you're sitting in bed at night, that one, and you put your pillows behind you, if you lean on the curtain rod will fall on your head. And so...
You want to shorten them so that doesn't happen.
Yes. So I'd like to do that.
This sewing machine has been in storage since we moved out of the seminary, right?
I don't think I used it at the seminary.
Oh,
I
funny.
used it in Danvers.
So it's been in storage since 2011.
Yeah. Basically, the other thing I'd really like to try to make, we're using, well, when we're able, we're using our own grocery bags. We still use plastic grocery bags around the house to empty the vacuum if I throw up, for different reasons. So if we forget bags at the grocery store, we will use the ones they gave us. But for the most part, we're trying to remember to bring our own bags with us. And the other thing I'd love to bring is my own produce bags. I've seen that you can have like cotton produce bags or something. So I thought, ooh, I can probably make those. Like a drawstring bag. I can do that, I think. So the first step will be to figure out, you know what, this might be your job because you're a techie guy.
Okay,
To figure out how to thread it.
Okay, I can...
Although it actually looks like it's still threaded.
That's hilarious.
So you might not have to figure it out yet.
Alright, so you gotta get it threaded and then
Yeah.
you'll just get sewing away.
See what happens. The bobbin thread is
Holly?
even threaded. So this is, but what's this one? Oh no!
What,
It's threaded
came out?
to nothing. It's
Oh.
not on a...
Could you like, well, no.
Oh well. So we're gonna have to figure that out. So we ended the vlog.
Yeah, yesterday on the way home from the hospital.
Do you want to come sit at my marble table with me?
I would love to. Here, let me set the camera here.
Okay, cool. That'll work.
Let's talk. You, me, and a sewing machine.
Basically, we left the hospital.
We were exhausted when we got home last night, and I don't even remember. I think we just crashed. And then Mary got an email from her doctor today, and we had checked her blood work online last night, and it was unusually high, like or unusually
Off.
like her white blood cells were much higher than her normal, and
so white blood cell count, you don't want it to go too high and you don't want it to go too low.
Yeah.
Too high indicates infection, too low puts you at risk for infection. And anyway, so when we saw that number, I was like, oh, that's weird. I wonder if it was a fluke or if that's real. And so when my doctor was talking to me earlier today, so endocrine visit, they ran some blood work yesterday, but they also needed some lab work from 8 a.m. It's a cortisol level. And so they couldn't do that at 4 p.m. yesterday, obviously. So the plan is to go get the cortisol level drawn tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. and then we're going to actually rerun some of the labs from yesterday so that if they were a fluke, we'll know, or if they're accurate, we'll know. And basically what the conclusion was, my doctor was basically saying, since your lungs didn't sound great, and if that blood work is at all accurate, that probably means we should escalate
a plan of treatment
right
sooner than later,
aka start IVs.
Yeah.
And so, you know what, part of me was like, I guess I feel at peace either way, because I feel like if we do start IVs, I realized I'm kind of exhausted of pretending that I feel okay. Like the last 2 weeks or whatever. Let's see here. I stopped those oral antibiotics a week and a day ago, and almost immediately the low-grade fever started every single day. And so I'm really glad his tail isn't that. Yes, can you go better, Frey? Yes,
Okay,
we'll
buddy.
go in just a minute. So basically, if we do start IVs, I'm not excited about being poisoned and dealing with that, but I am tired of I'm tired of coughing.
Yeah, and hopeful that that could be better
Yeah.
from IVs.
But if we don't do IVs, I'll be glad to not do IVs. So I'm kind of
Yeah.
at peace either way.
So it's gonna kind of depend on that blood work that we do tomorrow and what it looks like.
But yeah, so that was basically the end result from yesterday's visit, and then tomorrow's blood work. We will see what happens. Yeah, I can go either way. I could really go either way. I mean, this is life with CF. You don't always have great treatment options, so you fight through not feeling your best because there's not really an option. But then you get one piece of information, and all of a sudden you got to take the not so ideal option of treatment or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's been funny because today I've been well, first of all, I was in bed all morning through the early afternoon, basically, when we posted the vlog. And then I got out of bed, so it was just like a recovery day, basically. And then I was kind of in nesting mode. I was cleaning everything, and I got the kitchen. I didn't get the dishes done, but there was recycling that needed to be done and all of that. So I've just been bustling around, and then I'll start coughing really hard, but then I'll just keep going and cleaning. So that's been today. And yeah, we've just been getting things done around the house, and I was kind of thinking, ooh, I wonder if I'm nesting because I know I'm gonna start IVs and then I won't be able to clean or anything. So who knows? If I start IVs, the house will be clean. If I don't start IVs, we've got a clean house to enjoy. So either way is good with me. On one hand, it doesn't feel like a huge decision because we're just gonna keep living life as much as we can, even if I'm on IVs. But on the other hand, I remember this last IV medication that I was on, it was really difficult while I was on it. And then I came off of it and immediately went on oral antibiotics. And then I was off oral antibiotics for a couple of weeks before we needed to start again. So I just kind of feel like it didn't help for very long, but that is just life sometimes. And we make the most of it, what we can do, and today was a cleaning day. And I really enjoy cleaning days. Because I can't always push through how I'm feeling, but today I could, so I was glad. I also ordered a couple of like organizing things that I felt like my medical closet up there needed some help. My IVIG supplies are a little out of control, and so we ordered a door hanger thing. I asked Peter if he'd be able to put that up, and then he was putting together like a clothing rack for me. So anyway, it's been a fun day. And I also cleaned out the fridge. We had some old food in there. It was time to clean it out. And now it is so fresh and so clean. I got these clear plastic bins at like our discount store. So they're like $3.99 each. And I am really loving it. And I did it kind of just because I wanted to. And then Peter was like, I love what you did in the fridge. I was like, yes. I thought he'd be like, you know, whatever. Sometimes I really enjoy those sorts of organizing things, and he's like fine with it, but he really liked it. So that was fun. Okay, I'm gonna keep nesting. Well, it's hours later and I'm still sitting here. I just sat back down because we're gonna eat. And yes, I was just eating peas out of the can. Peter chose not to partake in that.
Yeah, that's not my thing. Even though if you remember our old Scotland intro, I used to say, you can always try mushy peas.
And, as always.
Well, I'm gonna tell them what we're doing. We're sitting at our table eating macaroni for dinner.
And?
This reminds me of like, sorry.
Nope, you're totally good. I just accidentally almost ended it too early.
Reminds me of our days like in seminary, like sitting in it. Like we had a little kitchen and a little table that we would sit at and we'd eat macaroni because we...
You built that table from a door.
Yeah.
A glass kitchen pantry door from IKEA. I forgot about that table.
Anyways, I think Mary was ending this, so as always,
we will see you tomorrow.
Good night.
Oh wait.
Ollie boy. Where is he? Say good night to the people.